Hello and welcome back to Sprite Guard Plays a Story About My Uncle. We have made it out of the chasms, with Maddie still riding on our back, and we are headed into the next area of the game, Starhaven, which is what that sign on the wall says.
Oh, another one. This one says, "Welcome home."
And I finally worked out, and I felt kind of silly when I finally realized it. The word said anger, A-N-G-E-R. G was the letter I couldn't place. It seems so obvious now that I have thought of it, but it was really bothering me for a long time that I couldn't figure out what letter that was, and it makes sense. I remember actually reading that there are some hidden messages that have to do with the stages of grieving, and so that was probably one of those.
Whoa! This is it! This is where the Strays built their village. And what a beautiful place they chose. Just look at the sky. It is so big.
That is really something. That kind of thing, I love that in games, when it's just presents you with something that kind of makes you think. Like, there aren't even really words for. It's just cool, I guess. I guess that's the only word you need.
It was a relief to finally feel the sun in my face and a gentle breeze in my hair. After all these caves, just breathing fresh air again was enough to clear my mind of any doubts I might have had about this strange journey so far.
That's pretty much how I feel. Let us see if we can find anything. This tower looks very promising. And I believe there's something at the top of it for us. Let's see if we can get there. Ah, yes, I hear beeping. Alright. That worked. Got that, alright. And where are we going from here? It looks like down there. Looks like we can just take kind of a leap off of this. And then probably use the grapple to make sure that we land where we want to land. And we're going to have some easier platforming to start us off, but we're getting into the part of the game where things start to really ramp up in difficulty. And it's actually, I recorded a previous version that may or may not still be up as you see this, where I just was totally overwhelmed by the difficulty of this section. So my hope is that I will do a bit better, bring a bit of a better attitude to this section of the game, because it is really wonderful. And I just want to share that joy, that wonder of the game, without letting my desire to make progress in the story get in the way of enjoying the game, which is something that I let myself do more often than I would like. Now, we're probably going to have to do a running jump for this one. And another grapple to land us. Perfect. More of these lovely glowing crystal wheels. There's kind of this odd mix of, like, high technology and civilization, and also a little bit of ruin in around here. So I think we're heading up this way. And that was a mistake. Okay. So I've got to be a little bit more careful and precise about how I aim at those rocks. And it becomes very difficult to talk and aim at the same time, so... Now let's see if we can get close enough. Probably not. Nope. Okay. I think you can actually skip the third rock in this sequence, but I don't remember if this was the one. I just think it was. And I'm not about to go back to my video and check. Ah, that should be perfect. There we go. Landed in a tree, but we're fine. And the volume may start changing quite a bit as I lean around when I'm really focusing on the air control.
Along my journey, I had seen many pieces of floating rock, but here they were much bigger. Some were big enough to fit whole villages. How was this possible? Maybe it had to do with the crystals that seemed to be everywhere.
Now, I am not familiar enough with the alphabet to say exactly what this says, but it looks like I should have all of the letters worked out to read that, so it's just a matter of looking it up. R-Y-S-T-A-L... Oh, crystals. So that must be a C. That makes a whole lot of sense. So that is it looks like an R, but the sweep doesn't go as high. So I'm going to write that in my notebook. Okay. We are learning, little by little, we are learning the alphabet. Now, let's see where we can go from here. And it looks like we're going to have some interesting jumps. Are we going to actually connect up with this windmill already? Ah, no, it looks like it wants us to go kind of up this way. There we go. And another checkpoint. Ah, it looks like we're going over this way. Okay. Up here, and then up there.
If the legends were true, the stray civilization was younger than the village. Yet, they were making great progress. They invented crystal-powered machines, produced their own fabrics, and built houses out of bricks and stone. It was like a civilization was forming before my eyes.
Did they really build all of this in 2 months? I guess if that's 2 lifespans, it's possible. And we don't actually know that it's been 2 months. Because it's still possible that time flows differently here. Okay. I thought I had another grapple, but I guess not. I must have miscounted. Where are we going? Up, it seems, but... Ah, it looks like over there. Okay. Ah, there's a checkpoint even. Now, looks like there's a path over here. Let's see where this goes. What's over here? I hear creaking, but no beeping.
Whoa!
Oh. Let's see. I think that says... The greatest crystal. Alright, so it says the greatest crystal found 21st day of... And then I'm not quite sure... It seems to say S blank Y. I guess Sky is most likely 21st day of Sky, but that doesn't really make sense. But this looks to be interactable, so let's see.
How come they didn't use crystals in the village like that? Didn't they have any?
They did have a few, but never used them. The villagers thought the crystals were sacred, that they were the source of life and shouldn't be fiddled with.
Wait, didn't Fred use them?
For his power cores, yes. I guess he was an exception. The strays, on the other hand, they mined crystals and used them for all sorts of machinery and decorations. They praised them too, just in another way.
Alright, so we're starting to see a little bit about the differences in culture between the strays and the villagers, and it's a pretty intense difference. And we will be seeing more of that once we get to Starhaven proper and meet some actual people. Because so far we've seen a lot of signs of civilization, and it seems odd that there's nobody here using all of this technology. Or moving through all of this space. Living here, doing things. We're all alone still. Whoop! That was just sloppy on my part. Let's see if I can do that a little bit better. There we go. Perfect. Well, not totally perfect. I landed kind of oddly, but I made it. And that's all you really need. There we go.
Hey, let's play a game. I bet that you can't get through this part without using the grapple device.
You are right. I am really not sure how I would even begin doing that, but it is not even worth trying because it's just so challenging and so frustrating that it just kind of crosses that line of frustrating versus fun. This game has a lot of really joyful movements.
Told you couldn't do it.
And it was just I couldn't even figure out how to start progressing on that. And I don't really feel like it's something that I need to do. I don't really feel like there's anything I'm missing out on, except maybe a Steam achievement. And then I believe we're going down here. Let's see if we can make that. Oh, we can land down here. Ah, and there's a beeping. Got another one of those. Now, I believe we're going up to the top of this. So then the question is, how do we get there? Well, I thought we were... Yeah, there we go. Not sure how I was supposed to get there, but it worked. Ah. Now we have our first windmill. Or no, I think we actually already have landed on a windmill. This is our first double windmill, that's what I was thinking. So you can't actually skip this first rock. That is something that I learned the first time I recorded this scene. But I learned a lot from that, and so... Let's see. That actually recharged our grapple, so I'm hoping... Nope. This is a really tricky jump, and it requires a couple of tricks kind of in succession. There we go. I was not thinking that I was going to actually recover that. So the first thing we need to do is hook onto this windmill somehow, and preferably in a way that won't use up a grapple. And then we grab onto this one, and once again we're worried about losing our grapple once we arrive at the...
Oh, what's that? The boot. boots! Look! Couldn't you wear those?
Indeed I can.
With this addition, the suit felt at least 20% cooler.
Alright. Boy, there's a lot of stuff here.
Sweet! Now you gotta try them out.
Yeah, I want to look around first, though. Because there's a lot of stuff going on here, and I basically just stole somebody's boots, not really having any idea whose they are. There's another tower here. Is there maybe something at the top? Let's at least try. There we go. No, that's not actually what I wanted to do. Let's see if we can do what I did want to do. Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. No. Whoa!
This is awesome!
It was awesome. I don't know how to describe the feeling of bursting through the air like a bullet, so fast that my eyes watered and my belly was full of butterflies, never fully in control, but still feeling like the coolest kid in the universe. I guess I just described it, didn't I?
Indeed. And that was actually rather accidental that I even did that. Now, I'm guessing based on this platform here that we're supposed to go this way, but I'm not really certain where exactly we're supposed to go. Now that we have these boots, I suspect it's going to require something like that. And that looks like something we can reach. No. That's not gonna work. Okay. So let's give it a shot just going the way that we were kind of indicated we should go. It's amazing just how much stuff. And I mean, these candles look like they were recently lit. It's like somebody was just ahead of us. Alright, so power leap, and then boots, and then grapple, and that will land us right here. And now, let's see if we can explore this building a little bit. See if we can get up. If there's anything at the top of this. And it looks like there is not, but it's always worth checking. There certainly is a lot of stuff around here. The game's really starting to feel more alive, but at the same time, it's a little bit like the Myst games, where the more signs of civilization you see, the more eerie it feels that there's no one here. Alright, can we make it to this rock without the boots? Possibly. I'm not sure because I was not aiming especially well. So let's see if I can give this more of a proper try. There we go. That's what I thought. There we go. There's that. And then I think we need the boots to get to that one. Not quite. Alright, it seems to not think we're grounded. Which is a little bit odd, but the geometry here is a bit strange, so it's not too surprising. So it's swing, swing, boots, swing, and land. Good. Now it looks like we're going up this way. Once again, I don't know. We can reach it. Good. It is very difficult. I have kind of mentioned that the game's biggest weakness is that it can be very difficult to judge distances. And that was clearly, we did not have enough forward momentum for that one. Up. Missed. And now it's going to give us a hint about how to use the boots. But I am pretty sure we need to save the boots for this portion. There we go. Perfect. Now we have a free grapple. And it looks like we're going over toward this thing.
I'd love to do stuff like this with crystals. Just think of the possibilities. Whole machines are powered by them. I almost can't believe it.
Wow. Yeah. Does that say... Yeah, I think that says crystals again. I think these boxes all say crystals. And now we have a pretty cool jump. We have to go under this big rock. So we get a free grapple here. By free, I mean we don't have to jump for it. I wonder if we have to use the boots there. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's give it another shot. There's that one. Nope, we don't need the boots. But I bet we need the boots here. There we go. And land. Now... Can't quite reach that one, so let's give it a leap. Oh, I missed that. Just couldn't line up the shot quite. And I think that has taken us back a bit of a way. Oh no! Now this looks like the next place for us to go. So we have this pillar that it looks like we want to get to the top of, but we also have a doorway here. So I'm not really sure which way we want to go. If this is... Huh. Well, it didn't take us to a beeper or anything. It just kind of took us around the rock. It looks like that thing is what we want to grab onto, and we can actually reach it from here.
A great, icy mountain loomed before me, and I felt a chill run down my spine.
Yeah, that is the, that's the last level of the game. It's incredibly long and difficult, and I think I have not made it much past the first puzzle when I've tried it before, so that will be a really big challenge for us to try and take on. But I know it's possible, and I know that it's actually, it has been made easier than it used to be. Now we may not actually, yeah, we don't really have what we need to do that. Alright, let's give it another shot. The problem is when you catch up with these windmills, you lose your grapple. So we want to try to stay trailing behind it a little bit. There we go. And now we want to be looking in the direction we're going. And we're going to need boots. And there we go. And we have more boxes of crystals. Looks like we've got some more easy jumps coming up.
We hadn't seen any people around yet, but ahead of us lay what looked like a proper town. The strays from Maddie's stories. I could imagine how she must have longed to meet them all her life, And now, here they were.
Ah, I wonder if it's that over there. Can't really tell what direction we're going. All of this looks like it could have proper town in about it, but I'm not sure which direction. That construction over there is very interesting. I would like to see what's up there. Oh, that was probably something that I was supposed to grab onto. Having those boots to save some of these smaller jumps is very useful. But when you start to get into the jumps that actually require the boots... Ah, should have hit that. Yeah, once you get into the jumps that require the boots, they become very difficult because it's one more kind of tight timing that you have to hit. Though I think the boots timings are generally not as tight as some of the others. Now, we bumped our head there, so yeah, we're not going to get enough distance. This is actually probably the hardest jump that we're going to do today, and so I'm not super optimistic. But I think we need to get all 3 of those. Oh, and then we bumped it again. So that's probably not going to take us as far as we need to go. Not even close. Yeah, this is the last jump to get into town. And every time I've gotten to it, it has been a very long and difficult jump. The last portion of it, it can feel like you've done everything right, and then you still miss. There we go, that feels right. Oh yeah.
Cool. Those must be the strays. I want to greet these people myself. Let me off.
Alright.
Hi guys, I'm Maddie from the village, and this is my friend. He's looking for Fred.
Amazing! I've never seen anyone from inside the caves before. My name is Arvin. This is Ingo, and that's Tamia.
Welcome to Star Haven, lads. So, what's it like in the village?
Village is okay, but not like this place. We don't have machines and crystals. We're forbidden from using them.
Truly. The crystals are our main source of power. The life in the village must be primitive. Or, should I say, simple.
Yeah, well, it's not so bad. I've actually made some secret experiments on crystals myself, like this lamp.
You made that? Awesome! I couldn't do that even if someone told me how.
And with no prior knowledge of how to use them, you are a gifted young lady. I believe we shall find many things to talk about.
Actually, I don't know if I can stay that long. Me and my friend are looking for Fred. Have you seen him?
Sure. The old man passed through here a few days ago.
We taught him how to harness crystal energy. He was headed down to the core of the mountains.
You'd have to pass through the ice cave to get there, though, so I ain't following.
There is a zeppelin headed for the ice cave. It docks a short distance from here. Just follow the path towards the mountain, and you won't miss it.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks! Bye, you guys!
And that is our introduction to the Strays, and what a lovely town they have here. We can't actually jump right now, but we can explore around.
Hey! Those people were so nice. They didn't think we were strange at all, though we came all the way from the village. They were helpful, and they were impressed by something I had done. I wish more people in the village were like that.
I see a machine over here, so before we make our way to the next part of the game, I'm gonna grab that. See if I can get up here. Alright. So I want to walk around town a little bit, explore around, see some of the sights. There sure are a lot of people in this area now, which is cool. It's nice to have kind of a little bit of a busier scene. And we can now jump onto the roofs of houses. We could probably jump onto the roof of this lighthouse if we wanted. Or I guess it's really more just a pagoda. It's not really a lighthouse, just a tower. We can see the whole town from up here. And there is actually something else that I want to check out, but I don't remember where it is. So let's see if we can find it. It will be quite lit up, so it should be difficult to miss once we see it. But I don't remember if it was more over toward where we came from, or more over towards where we were going. I remember it being kind of off to the side. I wonder if there's anything over this way. There's that structure. We still haven't really gotten anywhere near it. I'm certainly hoping that we do. I'm hoping it's not just for show. Ah, here we go.
How old was Maddie when you met her?
I don't know, but it felt like she was about my age.
Did you like her?
Yes, she was friendly and funny.
No, did you like her? Was she cute?
Well, she was cute, but I was too young to think about that.
Did you have a romantic time all by yourselves?
No, she wasn't even human.
Well, that doesn't rule it out. I have a friend that says she wants to marry a vampire.
Well, that's, good for her. Let's get back to the story.
And that is where I'm going to leave it off in the next episode. We will be finding our way toward the Zeppelin and the ice caves. So thank you very much for joining me. Hope you'll join me in the future, but most of all, thank you very much for watching and have a great rest of your day.